And then in terms of like the other defensemen too, like the flashes that you could see from Masters and Lambos, like they still need some time to marinate and like.
Well, they're unique people. We can talk about each of them separately.
No, I know, but like there were like probably 3 or 4 separate plays. Each of them had very similar where they like. The one thing I will say, I love that they were willing to try, like even if it didn't work and they coughed the puck up and it was like not a great turnover, the fact that they were bringing to the game with confidence some of the plays that they had been capable of making that really like made them pop the past couple of years. I love that they're still willing to try and they're not getting punished for it. Like Lambos was so close to pulling off this ridiculous like transition where he's just like dicing through every four, like he evades a forecheck, dices the first 2 guys coming in support, and then it goes like between the legs, gets the entry, but then coughs it up immediately. It goes the other way, but he got sent right back out there like the next shift. And like, so I love when the young players are at least trying that stuff and aren't afraid to like, because there's so many guys that like some of that stuff is like the best parts of their game.
Zach Benson,
and they get punished. That was insane. They get like punished for it, and then they just like are in like a shell almost. But I think they still need to learn how to pick their spots a bit. They're still getting used to playing like pro hockey, obviously, but you can see the flashes, man. Like there are some plays that they make, and like Kyle Masters again, so much fun to watch. He's a little bit more inconsistent with like handling forechecks at the AHL level, obviously, but it's still there in like spurts and like just where the game's going to. I think both of them have like serious high potential, especially here in Minnesota. Like it could be a very, very fun decor in like 5 years probably.
Well,
because Masters has a way to go. Lambos is closer out, like with just given their pedigree or whatever, but and Lambos gives you a little bit more everywhere. But give them at least give Lambos this year. We'll see what happens next few years. But like, God, you could just see it. Like every once in a while they make one play, you're like, oh my God, like they are fucking unbelievable. But I just really, it was fun seeing a decor of like all young guys.
No,
because
totally.
Like we were so close other years with Iowa where they had this roster of like, oh, they have some young studs finally getting a shot in the A. And then it was like, yeah, but we're going to actually send like half of them to the ECHL or just send them back to junior. And we're going to roll. We're going to put fucking Adam Beckman on a line with McLeod and Baddock.
Hang on, though. Didn't someone just get sent to the ECHL?
Yeah, David Spacek just got sent down there.
That one stings a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he had his flashes too in the games that I was watching before. He had first goal a couple of games ago. But I mean, given where he is at currently, and then just like the options that they have in that decor, like probably better to let him go get 25 minutes a game for a little bit here.